All right, so we've done quite a few tier lists on this channel. So now we're gonna do a sour candy tier list. I have a bunch of random, not even just candy, just random sour things in this tote. You guys know the drill. We'll taste them, put them on a tier list. So the first thing I got is Sour Cola Sun. They just look like Coke bottles that are sour candy. I'm gonna try to not be too judgmental during this tier list because I personally hate gummy candy. So I'm gonna try to set that aside and just like kind of feel it out for what it is and kind of ignore the gummy aspect of it. So they just look like little Coke bottles. Not that sour. If there was like a sour scale from 1 to 10, this is probably a 1. It doesn't taste sour hardly at all. It does have a cola flavor, and it does taste pretty good, but not sour. Kind of crazy, almost no sour at all. Okay, so the ingredients, it does have malic acid in it, which malic acid is usually what they put on sour candy to make it sour. I almost, before I looked at the ingredients, I almost thought maybe the malic acid wouldn't be in there, but it is. It's about halfway down on the ingredient list though, so it's not a very prominent ingredient apparently. I would have to rate this based on the sourness. I would have to give it like an F tier based on sourness, but I would give it like an A tier as far as just like a general candy. So I don't really know where that goes. I guess since we're doing sour stuff, based on the sourness of it, it would have to be like F because it's not sour at all. A couple things in here, or one thing in here that I don't want to touch. One of these things is supposed to be in the freezer. Let me pretend like you didn't see that. All right. Let's dive into some sour smog balls. Crunchy candy with a sour, chewy center. Looks like we got different flavors too. Lime, cherry, strawberry, lemon, blue raspberry. Oh, they're kind of like, they're small. They're almost kind of like M&Ms or something. Let's go for a blue one. They're like hard too. Maybe you're just supposed to suck on them until you get to the center. I feel like I'm gonna crack my teeth. So far, the outer part, it doesn't really have much of a flavor. Like that one was blue raspberry. I do taste a little bit of blue raspberry. It's not very strong. Let's get to the center. There we go. Got to the center. Okay. That's actually pretty sour. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't really like how you have to kind of like suck on the candy forever to get to the center. And then the center is just, it just kind of tastes like malic acid. It doesn't have any like the, whatever flavor the ball is. So I'm gonna give that a C tier. All right guys, so before we go any farther, I need to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, CyberGhost VPN. So with over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot, it's one of the best VPNs out there. So let me tell you why CyberGhost is such a great choice. So every time you go online, there are plenty of eyes watching you, and even incognito mode doesn't stop this. So your school, your work's IT department, your internet service provider, all of these people can see what you're doing online, and that's where CyberGhost VPN comes in. So how does it work? Well, it's super simple. You just pick one of over 100 servers worldwide, and then boom, your data is encrypted and it's rerouted through their secure servers, and now there's no way that anybody can see your online activity. What this also does is this unlocks geofencing, so you can get around geofencing on all the major streaming platforms. So say like Netflix, say if there's some show that you want to watch that is only available in a foreign country, you can set your VPN to that country, and then you can watch that show. Or if you play video games, if there's a video game that is only available in a different country, you can set your VPN to that country, and now you have access to that video game. It also works on all of your major operating systems, so Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, pretty much everything. And you can also protect up to 7 devices at one time. So if you're interested, you can click the link in my description and you can get their best deal ever, just $2.03 per month. Plus, you get 4 free months, which is 84% off and there's even a 45-day money-back guarantee. I'm really hoping there's something in here that kind of just like, you know, blows me away, and it's like actually really good. Let's go with this. Sourlicious Sugar Sours. Hard candy. I guess these are apple flavor. Oh, they're like melted. Maybe they're just, oh, maybe they're just covered in the sour stuff. All right, let's see how sour this is. I don't like that at all. Okay, that didn't take long. For one, it wasn't really that sour. Maybe like a 2 out of 10 on the sour scale. But these have, there's only gonna be a couple people that are watching this that are gonna understand what I say, or what I'm saying when I say this. The type of like sour that this was, it tastes like TV static. And I know that's gonna be confusing and some people aren't gonna know what I mean, but there's gonna be a select few people that understand exactly what I mean when I say it tastes like TV static. And it's just it's just not that great. It's got just a very weird flavor. It's not that sour. It didn't really taste that much like apple. It was just weird. So I'd give that an F tier, I think. I don't think I would do that again. Let's go for some of these. Some Skittles Squishy Clouds. It says they are soft and airy. Whatever that means. Oh, they're like little gummy pillows. Are my taste buds broken or what? Because again, not that sour. You know what I think the problem is? Some of these are foreign. I don't know from what countries, but they're not American candies. I think that might be the problem. Because when I did my Pringles tier list, and some of those were foreign, some of them were from China, and like one, I think it was from Portugal. When I did those, the foreign flavors were like very watered down, very, very, very mild. Because I guess Americans were the only ones who like those strong flavors that just like punch you right in the mouth. I guess nobody else likes that. So I think that could be the problem here. Because this is like, it's listed in grams. There's nothing American on here. So I bet it's like watered down for the foreign market who can't handle the sourness. That has to be what it is. Because they do have malic acid in them, but the sourness is so... The sourness and the flavor, for that matter, is just so watered down. There's just almost no flavor. No flavor, no sour. I'm going to give it a D tier. The texture of the candy, even from someone like me who doesn't like gummy candy, that texture was actually pretty nice. Okay, let's try some of these. Some sour bursting crawlers from Trolley. I wonder if these are American or if these are foreign. It's listed in ounces, so it's probably American. Maybe we have some hope. A sour bursting crawler. Not that sour. Again, maybe a 2 out of 10 on the sour scale. I will say, with this like a bursting or whatever, I don't know if it's like, yeah. It's almost like a gusher or something in the middle. That has a good flavor. So the candy does taste good. This is, okay. You can tell they're good because I just keep wanting to eat more. This type of texture of gummy candy is the type that I like. Because what I hate about gummy candy in general is that it sticks to my teeth. And I hate when things stick to my teeth. This doesn't do that. And it has a good flavor. It's just not that sour. All right. Because the candy itself is so good and has such a good flavor, I'll give this a B tier. There's 2 of these things in here that I don't want to do. I don't even want to touch them. So let's just go ahead and do both of them, I guess. Get them out of the way. There's 2 sour dill pickle in a pouch. This is a Warheads Extreme Sour Pickle. And this is a, oh, it's the same company, Van Holten's. I guess it's just 2 different types of pickles in a pouch. I hate pickles. I hate them. This is going to be so gross. I'm not even going to rate these because everybody knows these are going to be a Z tier, pretty much. Oh, man. Come on. You get that nasty pickle smell and like a sour smell. Ah. Like I said, bottom of the barrel. Z, it passed the Z tier. Not even on the chart, it's so low. It was so, like, it wasn't even sour, to be honest. It was just like a gross, it just tasted like a gross pickle. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so gross. Try this one. I'm sure this one's gonna be so much better. It's even worse. It's even worse. Okay, this one, the first one, was nasty pickle, but it had a little something extra that was also nasty, but it wasn't sour. I don't even know how to describe it. Ugh, okay. This one, there was literally nothing else. It just tasted like straight disgusting pickle. Let's pick something good. Kind of bring us back a little bit. Oh, what a nasty flavor. Oh, okay, how do you get a drink of water? All right, let's have some good old SpongeBob bring us back. Some Krabby Patty sours. This should just bring us, you know, bring us right back. Okay, we have our little Krabby Patty. It's tough. Finally, something sour. This has the sour really piled on there. That's what you expect from a sour candy. Okay. That's what we've been looking for. Really sour. Not really sour. Probably like a 5 out of 10 on the sour scale. So the most sour thing so far. The flavor could have been a little bit better. I think what could have been so good is this amount of sour on these worms. That would have been like an S tier. Or even that amount of sour on these Skittles. That also would have been an S tier. But it's not. So I'll go a B tier. Just because the gumminess is really hard. Like it's a really like dense gummy. Like if it was this texture of gummy, the Skittles, where it's like really light and airy, that would have been so much better. But I'll go B tier. Nice. I just spilled those all over the floor. All right. Let's go with some Warheads Atomic Fizz. I think I've had something similar to this in the past. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think I had something kind of like this that was in a like its own little container, and it was labeled as like, you know, extremely super ultra sour, blah blah blah, and it ended up not being really anything to write home about. All right, let's see what kind of flavors we got here. This just reminds me, I think, of like just the standard Atomic Waste. Extreme Sour Fizz. All right, I'm gonna go with green apple, because that's usually the most sour. This has that, a good amount of that powder all over it, so this is actually gonna be sour. Yeah, that's what you like. So that was like probably, the sourness goes away so fast though. That was probably a 6 or a 7. No, probably a 6 on the sour scale. It was more than the Krabby Patties. It was, yeah, it was more than the Krabby Patties, but not a whole lot more. It just goes away so fast. But what's the The Fizz, I wonder. Is that like only once you get like down into the candy? It says on the package, eating multiple pieces within a short time period may cause a temporary irritation to sensitive tongues and mouths. That is because of that malic acid, because I'm sure you guys have seen videos. I know Furious Pete did one where he ate, like, I don't even know how many Warheads, and like his tongue was like bleeding because of the malic acid. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird. My mouth is like foaming up. Oh, that was weird. So that's what the Atomic Fizz is. You first put it in and you get the sour. The sour goes away and then you get just the candy. And then in the center of the candy, I don't know what it is, but as soon as I bit into it, it felt like I had like expanding foam in my mouth almost. Like my mouth was just gonna fill up with foam. That was kind of crazy. The foam wasn't sour though. It didn't really have a flavor. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna give this one. I'll give this one a B tier also. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good candy. Let's give this one a shot. Sour Punch Pickle Roulette. So I guess the idea here is that it's just kind of like roulette, and you're going to have a bunch of different flavors, and then you're going to have a pickle flavor. Taste to test your odds. Pickle flavored straws hidden in every pack. What are the odds that I get a pickle one on the first one? Oh, okay, so they're all green. They're all green, but I guess there's going to be green apple, lemon lime, watermelon, and then there's going to be some that are pickle. Take a guess in the comments. How many of these do you think I'm going to have to eat before I get one that's pickle? This one right here is calling me. It's the first one is a pickle. What are the odds? It's the very first one I grab. Give me something good. Give me like a... Let's take this one over here. Give me like a watermelon or something. I don't even know what that one is. Maybe a lemon lime? I'll try one more. I think this is a watermelon. I'm going to give that a D tier. The quality of the gummy sucks. It's really hard, and it really sticks to your teeth. It's not that sour. It's maybe a 3 out of 10 on the sour scale. And the flavor is not that great at all. Let's try this. This is supposed to be kind of like a bottle of sriracha, but it is just sour goo. These sour straws are also very sticky. Like now everything's sticking to my fingers. I'm just gonna squirt it right in my mouth. It's like a cherry, maybe? It actually doesn't say what flavor it's supposed to be. It just says it's a souracha, super sour, candy sauce. It's not that sour, though. Huh. It kind of just tastes like a sweet, sweet sauce, I guess, like it's supposed to be. On the sour scale, I would give it maybe like a 2. Not very sour. It has kind of a more of a sweet, slightly like cherry-ish flavor to it. So, that's not bad. Toxic Waste Slime Liquor Sour-Filled Milk Chocolate Bar. Looks like it has seen better days. Okay. Not sour at all. 0 out of 10 for the sour scale. It does have a very weird and good and unique flavor. I don't know how else to put that. I don't think I would eat it again, but it's very unique. But it's not sour at all. So, maybe I would give it a D, you know? All right, now we got Warheads Sour Taffy. 2-in-1 colors and flavors. That's apparently a chewy bar. And I hate taffy. Hate taffy. Not sour at all. All right. I would give that also I'd give it a D. No. I'd give it like an E tier. Or maybe even an F. Just because it's got that same flavor that the Sugar Sours had. Where it has that like TV static type flavor. Wasn't sour at all. Not one bit sour. And it's taffy. Like the worst type of candy possible. The flavor, like, it's supposed to be watermelon and apple, I think. The watermelon, both flavors were bad. That's just, don't even waste your time with that. All right, let's try some super sour Gushers. Oh, this is one of those packages where they make you think you can open it, but you can't. Pretty melty. Try the blue one. Not sour at all. It just tastes like a regular Gusher. I give it a C. Nothing special. If you've had Gushers, you basically had that. I would say, I wanted to say it has no sour, but it kind of hit me just now, a little bit after the fact. It's like a 2 out of 10 for sour. Let's try some Pop Rocks Sour Apple. Popping candy and lollipop, apparently. What's that look like? Why would you make it that shape? I guess it's supposed to be like a rocket ship, kind of. But that don't look like no rocket ship. Okay. Okay, the sucker by itself is like nothing. No real flavor. I'm just gonna go for the Pop Rocks by himself. Yeah. There you go. Actually pretty sour. Probably again like a 6 out of 10. How do I score that? So let's go. I think it's a lot better than some of these other ones. Let's go with a B tier on that one. Now let's try some Crybaby Tears. Extra sour candy. Extra sour. So far I have yet to try any of these where I'm like, just like hit with the sour. Let's see if these are extra sour. Oh yeah, extra sour, all right. Like a 1.5. Maybe that you can make an argument for a 2 out of 10 on the sour scale. They don't even really get sour until you chew them up. I don't think I tried. This has to be a watermelon. Yeah, 2 out of 10 on the sour scale. Not that great. I'll give that a D. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't have it again. All right, now let's try some Hubba Bubba Max sour raspberry, sour blue raspberry. Man, it's been so long since I've had Hubba Bubba. It's blue raspberry, but it's not sour. Okay. Now I'm kind of getting a little bit of sour. Maybe a 1. Yeah, it just tastes like blue raspberry. Oh, okay. I would give this, let's give it, because it's not really a candy, it's a gum. Let's give it a C tier. I put the apple sour slushy freeze and squeeze in the freezer, and now it's nice and slushyified. So let's give this a taste and see what this is all about. Okay, it looks like just some clear slushy juice. Hey, that might be the most sour one yet. And it's actually, this is apple, or sour apple, I guess. It actually has a good flavor to it, too. Oh, wow. Yeah. I think that's like a 7, maybe, out of 10 on the sour scale. And it has a good flavor. What I was going to say is there's something, like, off, I think, maybe with the mixture. Because it says to put it in the freezer, but it doesn't necessarily say how long. And I put it in the freezer, and then it was just a complete frozen solid block of ice. You know, it wasn't a slushie, it was just an ice cube. So you can't just leave it in the freezer. You have to, you know, put it in there, and then I guess check on it every now and then and wait for it to be like the right texture. Because this one was frozen solid, and I had to set it out and let it kind of fall back. But other than that, this is actually good. This one might be the best one yet. It's definitely the most sour, you know? I think I have to pick at least one S tier out of this whole thing. And if I have to pick one, I think it's going to be this. It's that good, especially compared to everything else. It has a great apple flavor. It's more sour than anything that I've tried so far. So I say that's an S tier. All right, now let's move on to these. These are grapes. We got Fruit Riot sour grapes. We have a mixed berry, a lemon lime, and a green apple. I don't know why they do frozen grapes. Then we have extreme sour watermelon blast. So let's try this watermelon blast. And I think it's literally just a grape that is frozen, covered in sour stuff. It's very weird. Made my eyes water. I think these are more sour than that because they're just like coated. It's so weird though for it being a grape. Also, I hate the fact that these are frozen because I don't know about you guys, but really cold stuff really hurts my teeth. Like they're just real sensitive. So biting into a frozen grape just kind of like just sends like this pain in my jaw. So I don't like that at all. But that's, you know, kind of unique to me. I'm trying to ignore that and just focus on the flavor. It wasn't bad. Let me try. That was a green one. There's also red ones or pink ones. I don't know if that makes a difference. Yeah, the grape is just weird. Like, I feel like it should be something different besides a grape. Like maybe if you coated this candy or like the stuff that's on the grape, if you put that on these like Skittles, I think maybe that would be a good combination. But it being a frozen grape really makes the whole thing weird because now you have grape flavor and not just like grape flavoring, like an actual grape, but covered in the sour stuff. I don't know, it's just weird. So I'd give this one like a C tier. Although it is on the sour scale from 1 to 10, it's probably also a 7. Maybe an 8. I think it's a little bit more sour than this. But not that much more. This one we have the mixed berry, the lemon lime, and the green apple. So I had green apple over here. I assume they're going to be about the same. So let's try mixed berry maybe. And a much smaller grape. That mixed berry, that has a very specific flavor that I've tasted somewhere else before, and I can't put my finger on it. Let me try another one. really trying to like make the connection of where I've tasted that before. Because it has a very unique flavor. I don't know, it's not that good. It has a unique flavor kind of in a bad way. There's something else that I've had before that I didn't like that also had this exact same flavor. So it's not like a good mixed berry. It's maybe one of the energy drinks that I had when I did the energy drink tier list. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but it's not that great. Okay, so let's go for the lemon lime. Lemon lime is weird. Yeah, lemon lime, along with the flavor of an actual grape, it's just kind of weird. I think overall, I would just give all of that a C tier. Like, I think there's some people that would really like it. I'm not one of those people. But also the lemon lime, they made the same mistake that I think almost everything that I've ever tried that was lemon and lime has made. Lemon and lime, to me, should be 50% lemon, 50% lime. Usually, whenever you have something that's lemon lime, they usually go either really heavy lemon with a little bit of lime, which is normally the case, or they go really heavy lime with a little bit of lemon. They usually don't do a 50-50 mix. This, they made the mistake that most of them make, which is very heavy on the lemon, touch of lime. I don't like that. I want a 50-50 mix. So yeah, I'm gonna give all that a C tier. So that's all the sour candy I got. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, if you want to keep yourself secure online, the channel sponsored CyberGhost VPN, all the links will be in the description.